Well, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am the Sandman, and today we are playing Minecraft Survival in Ace's World. Yeah, so it's been a little while. It's been a little while. I always seem to say that, but you know. Ow. Yeah, so it's been a little while since I've been able to make a video, but I'm finally able to do so. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I've been doing here at the house. I've done a lot on the storage system. I know this is a storage system-based single-player world by far, but, you know, it's a thing I love to do. Love to do redstone, love to make storage system improvements. And so anyway, let's go check it out here. So, yeah, so here's the storage system. I made it a little bit bigger and I changed it a little bit. The input used to be right here. I now put it right here, kind of in the center. It is off one block in the center, but you know, it's kind of in the center. So I could have the staircase be kind of bigger. I moved it so I could add in two more of these modules here for multi-item storage system sorting and more shulker box display thingies down here. And I did the same thing on the other side. I added two more modules here. This used to be the shulker box storage system, ripped it all out, and added in overflow chest, non-stackable stuff, and then unsorted item stuff goes in there. Got some little decoration here with some MIDI blocks. And yeah, so the way that it works now is it's a little bit different. And I'll get into that in a minute, but down here is where I moved the shulker box storage. So here there's partials. This is empty ones, and these are full ones that don't get sorted up above there. So yeah, it's the same design here. The you know, you just push this and it knocks the shulker box out, and then you can get a new one, that kind of thing. And then what I added below was the thing I just finished a couple of days ago, was this beauty. A multi-item, or a multifunctional, multi-selectional autocrafter. So, are you guys like me and you've been looking for the best autocrafter out there and you just can't seem to find one that will do like multiple stuff? Like there's ones out there that you hook up to a farm and it makes blocks out of ingots and whatever, and that's all cool, but I want one that I can like you know, select whatever I want, enter in whatever items I want, and then just have it make it. And then when it's making it, I want it to go right into my storage system. Well, that's what I made here. So I'm going to demonstrate that and show you guys how this thing works a little bit. I plan on doing a video in creative to you know, a tutorial on how to build this, because I think that it's actually might be the first of its kind. I haven't seen many videos out there where they've made them quite like this one, where you can basically select different slots in the crafter to make whatever item you desire. So one thing I need to make right now is I have a bunch of redstone blocks, or a bunch of redstone dust that need to get turned into blocks. Okay, so pretty much how we're going to do this is let's just take out one of these for now. So I have a shulker box here full of dust. Okay, and I want to make a bunch of redstone blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in the crafting menu here, you know, type in redstone block. Okay, so you see we need all 9 slots of the crafting table to make a block. And the crafting grid goes from left to right, and then the middle row left to right, and then the bottom row left to right. So I've basically numbered each slot of the crafting grid. This is slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay? So in our crafter here, we have 9 different selections for the 9 different slots of the crafter. So if I click on the autocrafter, see I was making hoppers earlier. So if I unselect or select all of these, now I'm going to use all 9 slots in the crafter because I want to make blocks, right? So what we're going to do now is select each slot down here. You see the lights are turned off. So these are the slots that, you know, I want to select. So I'm going to select them all, obviously. Okay, so all slots are selected. Now we look up above here and it shows you that there's items in those slots. If these lights are off, there's no items in there. And if I look in these droppers, you can see there's no items in there, okay? So I have this set up so I can use shulker boxes, or you can just put the stuff in the hoppers. You know, like if you're not going to make a bunch of stuff, you can just fill up these hoppers, and that's what I'm going to do right now. But like, let's say you want to make a couple of shulker boxes of a certain thing. You just have a bunch of shulker boxes full of, you know, the items that you need to make that thing. Put the shulker boxes up here, select the slots, select the grid here, and then start it, and then it'll go. So we're going to make some blocks here. So I'm going to take out 9 stacks of dust. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to put a stack in each one of these hoppers. And here. And this. And there we go. Now all of them should have items. Now if I look up here, see how the lights are on, which means that this thing is ready to go. So if I were to turn this on, and you see it says the system is unlocked and it's turned on, so it's ready to go. So if I were to remove this, you see now it automatically shuts down because this slot that's been selected doesn't have any items. So it won't craft anything. It'll totally shut down. And when it shuts down, it'll leave items in the crafter, but when it does that, it'll purge them into this barrel right here. You see that I've got stuff in here from when I was making hoppers earlier. So yeah, so that's how it works. So it like basically it you know, is like protection from breaking it by filling this thing up with items if one of these runs out of items. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I ran out of items out of a certain thing, now I got to empty all this stuff out. Nope, this thing does it automatically for you. So let me put this back in there. Now the light turns on and we're ready to start crafting. See, the light turned on, it's unlocked, it's ready to go. You hit this button, which is the start button. And it just crafted one. Watch it come in. And it's crafting them. Now if I go into Cheaty Cam here and we spin around and look at this thing, it's going to shoot an item up into the hopper. There it goes. And it's going to go down the hopper here into this item dropper. And then it should fall, there it goes, into the item stream. And then it goes this way up to the main item input for the storage system, and that thing might be turned off. Let's head on up to the storage system. Ah! Wrong button. There we go. Okay. And here's the items coming in. So the storage system is shut down. I have it turned off right now. You see on this light right here. Sorting system main on and off toggle. So if I turn that on, it'll take these items out and I believe put them in here. I don't think I have a shulker box loader for it, but let's turn this on. And now the items are going down. And there we go. Now the items should come through the multi-item storage system and then get deposited in here. I'm pretty sure I have a shulker box loader of dust, but not of blocks. So we should see it come up here any minute now. So yeah, so there we go. That's pretty much what I've been working on, is making this autocrafter. You know, the autocrafter is cool, but, you know, it's got some issues that I don't really like. It's slow. I mean, it can be fast, but then it's not multi-selectional, you know? And there we go. Here come the blocks, and they'll end up over here in this slice. So, yeah, so, and the way that I have this is, since it's right in underneath the storage system, my storage system uses a chunk loader, and it'll keep this whole area loaded, so we can actually just, like, leave. We don't have to stick around here, you know? We can have it do its thing. I can fly over here and maybe trade with some villagers or something. Get more redstone. Oh, get more redstone. Actually, I need a bunch of glass. So, yeah, so that is the new addition to the storage system. You know, and while it's doing that, we can goof around and do some other stuff, do some building, do some villager trading, build some more farms. Yeah, so the game has definitely changed a lot with the autocrafter, and we'll get into a little bit more of that here in a minute. But I've been using that thing like crazy, just about on all of the farms that I have. So yeah, that thing is definitely a game changer. I'm really glad that they added something like that. The funny thing is I use mods, and for those of you that use mods, you know that the autocrafter's cool and all, but you know, we have a mod that does that, right? And I'm using one. I have this, this is inventory profiles next. So if I want to make emeralds, I just go like this, and this is selected, and then I just, you know, yeah. But it's fine, you know. Thanks, Mojang, for finally adding in an autocrafter, even though we do have mods that do it. But, you know, and my mod is actually faster than the autocrafter. Shh, don't say that out loud. But, yeah, but the autocrafter is definitely cool, and it gives you more redstone things to do with your life, you know. So that's another reason why I really like it. So let's see. Yep, and here's the redstone blocks right there. So yeah, so this system's really cool. You know, I can also do it and have my farms running at the same time. I think I added in a new farm as well. Oh yeah, I added in a cactus farm, finally. Like, I don't really have much need for cactus, but now I actually have a farm that will make me some cactus. So I had a little tiny one right over, yeah, I think it was right over here. I took that out a while ago. Yeah, it was like right here. Instead, I made this area a lot nicer. Like, I really love the moss, you know. It just adds so much color, and it is easy for somebody to do terraforming that looks kind of nice. And then, yeah, I think I added in this tree right here. I think that farm was like right over here somewhere. I tore it all out, flattened it all down, and made this area look really nice. So, yeah, it looks really colorful, you know, and the, these things here, the copper trapdoors, it just really makes the green kind of pop out. I love it. It looks so cool. So, yeah, so that's pretty much what I've done, you know. Spoofed up the house a little bit, added some greenery around, and, you know, like usual, worked on my storage system. So, yeah, let's head on in here and show you guys a couple of other things that I've done with autocrafters. So let's go ahead and turn on the iron farm, and yeah, yeah, we're just good there. I could turn, nah, it's fine. So anyway, we got the iron farm running. So now if I come on in here, we head on down into the guts of this big monstrous beast here. The redstone down here is a little insane. I'm a little crazy with the redstone. Yeah, and the copper bulbs is an amazing addition for redstone. You know, it lets us send a signal. I think before maybe a keen eye saw that I was using like a reverse redstone torch tower to bring the signal down, so I don't have to use so many slime blocks. And I had a reverse torch tower going downward, which is kind of hard to do, and you have a lot of redstone dust, which makes lighting issues and it causes lag. And these copper bulbs are awesome. It sends the signal down over, you know, you can make a signal go really crazy. It works better than powered rails, I think. But, you know, it's only for an on and off type of situation, not for sending like a signal. Unlike up here, I don't know if I can get to it from up here. Yep, here we go. Alright. Like this one, this is the shulker box unloader. So what I wanted to do is when it's unloading a shulker box, it'll power on these rails. The observer sees it and turns on the bulb, which makes, you know, your T-flop, and then sends the signal up there that it's unloading a shulker box. Instead of sending, you know, like having a bunch of redstone dust and, you know, trying to use the least amount of dust possible. Like with this line here, pretty much I had a bunch of repeaters here to make the signal go that way. And instead of using repeaters, we can now use these copper bulbs. So we can send a signal horizontally, we can send it vertically. It's super awesome. And I experimented with rails here. I technically could have used copper bulbs all the way down in observers, and that's actually what I did here because I want to send the signal back up. So it's sending multiple signals from multiple different directions. Okay, so now if we go below here, so down here I have this auto-crafting array down here. So what I kind of wanted is, I don't want like nuggets or ingots to be in the system up there anymore. We're going to have it in block form all the time. If I want ingots or nuggets, I'll just break down blocks, use it, put it back in the storage system, and then it'll turn them all back into blocks again. So what I'm doing down here is we are sorting through nuggets and then ingots, and then we're doing the same thing with gold here. And then here's emerald. I don't want emeralds up there, I just want blocks. And there's another one. So there's 2 per crafter. And then raw copper, and I think we're doing iron, yep. And then what's this one, gold. So we're doing all of that. And again, I can make this even longer, and we could do other stuff too, you know, like I don't know, like maybe you could turn copper into blocks, but with trial chambers you don't have to worry too much about that anymore. So what we got going on here is, let me go into Cheetah Cam here. It's pretty much set up the same way as all of them. You know, you just have a comparator going into another one that's seeing what all of the items that are going into the crafter right here. And when it reaches that threshold, it sends a signal, which I'm using the ice here to power the crafter. And then it'll craft a block and spit it out and then put it back in the storage system. So how I've got this thing working is if I were to take, like, I wonder if I can I put this in here somewhere? Yeah, let's go up there a minute. We're going to do something here so I can show how this thing works. It's pretty cool. Let's get out some stuff. Take some iron. Okay, yeah, we got to go way up there. So let's head on up here. So we're going to break down these nuggets, or these blocks into nuggets. Whoops. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Okay, so we have a bunch of nuggets. Yeah, I think I can just put them into this dropper right here. Yeah, and I have everything labeled. Items out to the main item input, which is over there. So yeah, we can just drop them in here. Okay, so we got these nuggets coming in. See, they're coming down the pipe. They're going to come over here. They're going to get picked up by the hoppers, go into the autocrafter, get crafted into a block, and then that block, or it's going to get crafted into an ingot. Yep, and here comes the ingot. Now the ingot's going to go back into that same water chute and then get picked up by these ones. Sometimes one gets floated by because they're so fast, but, you know, that's fine. Yeah, so it's like a double auto-crafting thing. So it crafts it here, spits it out, it circulates back around, gets crafted again, gets spit out, and then goes into the main storage system over there. So then it should start coming into the system now. Just make our way around this maze of redstone. Alright. So they should be... If a couple go by, they should come into here. And if they don't, they should go... We're in Cheetah Cam again. Back here is a shulker box loader for iron blocks. So eventually they'll make their way up here and then get loaded into a shulker box right here. So yep, that's kind of how the system works. So it's pretty cool. A lot of redstone. A lot went into making this thing. A lot of time went into making this thing. So yeah, so that's the that's storage system. So don't really have too much else to show. I don't want to make a super long video or anything, but there is one thing I've been working on that I would like to show, which is pretty cool. I turned a pillager outpost that I had laying around. I turned it into an ominous bottle farm, and I'll tell you what, that farm is a little sick. It's a little crazy. I've got some ominous bottles here, and I'd definitely like to show that. I think it's a really cool design, and it works very well. I think I saw Shulkercraft come up with this design, or at least they posted it on their YouTube and I watched it. So yeah, well, let's head on over there and show you guys how that works. And again, we can just leave, you know. This thing is running, it's chunk loaded, so sticking around here is not that big of a deal. We can just leave and let it do its thing. So let's head on into the nether here. Yeah, and I don't know if I showed this off at all, but this is my nether tunnel. I came up with this design, looks really cool. I love these, what the heck are these things? The respawn anchors, they look really sweet coming up to the portal. Each one of my portals are kind of designed in this way, with the gilded blackstone. I love that stuff. And yeah, I really like this design. You know, it came up pretty good. I like it a lot. So yeah, let's head over to the pillager outpost. Yeah, this way. Raid farms are broken. It's so sad. But you know what? They're actually kind of not. And yep, this is it. And this farm right here will actually fix raid farms. Obviously, raid farms aren't going to be as good as what they were, but they're still not too bad. So this area here, I kind of made it way different. It used to just be stone. Down here is my super old cave spider farm. And up here is the pillager farm. And over here is a sorting system for the pillager farm. So in here you see I got ominous bottles, Got the 5 different levels of the ominous bottles. And then banners over here. So let's head on up to this thing. Ah! Open the door. Alright, so this is the farm. I don't see any pillagers out here yet. Oh, there's a couple. So there's an iron golem here in the center. And what I did was I just totally tore down the whole outpost. You're not getting me, guy. I tore down the whole outpost. And the area that the outpost is in, the bounding box of it, is this entire area here. And, yep, made it out of quartz. Looks really cool. Looks really good like that. So if I head on up to the AFK spot, you see this thing cranking. If I could see it with all of the clouds in the way. So stand in the AFK spot, and we're going to go into cheetah cam here. Really the hardest part was flattening out this whole area and leveling it off. And you watch these guys just run in. It's so hilarious. And they don't even shoot him, you know? Like, they get to here, and then they fall in the fire down here, and then they die. So their items go through water streams. See, here it comes here. And then it comes up over here, and goes through a sorting system right here. Pretty simple. Anything that doesn't get picked up gets burned in this fire. So, yeah. And really the only thing that shouldn't get picked up is banners, because I think it's full. Yeah, it does have power level 3, so I'm pretty sure that we're full on banners, so all the banners will just get burned up. But, you know, why not keep them if you're a hoarder, you know? We're going to get more stuff. There we go. There's more ominous bottles. And then there's some banners, yep, and they're getting burned by the fire. So, yeah, look at this thing. And I've seen videos where people have turned this into an XP farm, and I believe it. You know, like, tearing this down was actually pretty difficult because these guys attack you just, like, relentlessly. You know, they just... And watching them die now after they've been kicking your butt while making this farm is actually, you know, very pleasing. So, yeah, so this is the new farm here. And I'll show you guys what I've been using it for. Obviously for, to get loot, to get keys. You know, it's like you got to go through the whole system. You got to make this farm so that you can improve this farm, so you can get this one item that, you know, you don't really need, but it's cool to have, you know. So anyway, I found a trial chamber. Obviously, my world is super old. This world was actually made in the Village and Pillage update, if you can believe it. What the heck was that? 1.15? Yeah, I think it was 1.15. Actually, I think it was the Nether update. No, yeah. It was the Village and Pillage update. Whenever that was. It's over here. Here we go. It's down this way. Yeah, so this world is pretty old. So I had to go kind of far away to find this thing. Alrighty. So we are in the trial chamber. And I gotta remember how to get there. This way. I think. No! It's a dead end. This place is such a maze. It's not down there. It's not down there. Oh, this way! I gotta move that portal. Okay. So, the first farm I have, I think is... I'm not too sure where it is offhand. I'll have to find it. So I'll find it, and then I'll cut back in after I found it. Okay, I found it. I followed the burning fire. The burning fire sound. Okay, so this is my farm. Oh, darn it. I didn't bring any bottles. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll have to go back and get some bottles. But anywho, actually they will just work, won't they? Let's go up to the AFK spot here. They don't work very good without bottles, though. So I go into Cheaty Cam. You see, so they spawn in this area. It's like a, what is this? 5x5? Yeah. So it's like a 5x5 square around the spawner. And I'm just using soul sand with fire. And yeah, the keys come out of the spawner. They don't come out of the mob. So if you want to keep the mob drops, you'll have to have hoppers going, you know, but I don't care about keeping the drops, so I just want the keys. So when they die, the keys will spawn above the spawner here, and then they get sucked down through this hopper right into a chest. So this is one of those rooms where there's like 4 of these and like a staircase type of thing. And I tore down the whole staircase, isolated each one, surrounded it in the soul sand and lit it on fire. And yeah, that's one of the most simple farms. Oh, and there we go. We just got some drops from something. One of these. Yeah, I think these are deactivated because they're pumping out black smoke. Seems like they're all done. Let's see what we got here. Shouldn't be anything too exciting. Can't get at that. Gotta go down here. Got 1 key. We got chicken. And another key. Yeah. That's the wrong key, though. I don't care about that key. What's in here? More chicken. Sweet. Alright, well, bye-bye. Oh, don't use chicken. So, yeah. So, this is the one farm. Now, there's a couple of rooms around here that I wanted to do the same thing in. Seems like there was one over here. Yeah, because there is a breeze one. Might go fight one here really quick. Aha. I don't think that this is a breeze one. There was a breeze one around here. Them breeze are not the mob I thought that they were going to be. I thought that they were going to kick my butt. Nope. They basically suck. Which I don't get. Like, why aren't they stronger? You know? I don't know. Why don't they do, like, actual damage? You know, the scary thing in these trial chambers is probably the skeletons. What's going to come out of here? Oh, dear Lord. Okay, yeah. Oh, they deleted the block. No. Well, that wasn't very nice. Heck yeah, I'll take that key. Oh, the block's right there. Cool. There we go. So anyway, yep, this is the trial chamber that I found that I've been working on. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. Probably the most fun thing is getting all this copper. I love copper. It's like my most favorite block to build with now. So, yeah, I love copper a lot. And, you know, these trial chambers are really cool. This would be an awesome base, you know? Like, what a great base would this be to have it, you know, be a trial chamber. Man, that would be super cool. Like, starting off in a new world and having this be your base is pretty awesome. Yeah, and then you get to stuff like this where there's water in them. I thought that was pretty cool, too. Very interesting. These trial chambers are something else. They're a lot of fun. They're pretty easy, too. That's the other thing that I would critique about them a little bit. I'm kind of curious as to what this is. More silverfish? Oh my god. They're the worst. That way I know it's silverfish. Put it on top. There we go. Now you know it's silverfish. So, Leave it alone. You're not going to use it. What is this? A room that was. So anyway, I think that that's probably going to do it for this episode. Kind of wanted to keep it short. Just wanted to show something that I've been doing. The storage system is taking a lot of time, taking a lot of thought. I've actually been kind of engineering that storage system for a couple of months. And I knew I wanted to put autocrafting jargon in there. So, yeah, I think it worked out pretty well. So anyway, thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like, leave me a comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later. Ow.